So welcome everyone to today's presentation. My name is Kurt Nadervelt. I am the CEO of Rainstar Capital Group and excited today to continue our question of the day series with Joel Wilsford. Joel is our managing director down in the Atlanta market, Atlantic Georgia market, and does a really nice job with our clients down there, not only there, but then nationwide as well. So welcome today, Joel. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Kurt. It's a beautiful day here in Atlanta, and looking forward to our conversation this morning.
Yeah, absolutely. So today we're going to be kind of going over an important question. Why is it that Rainstar Capital Group can't finance every client that walks in through our doors? We obviously have built, as you know, Joel, one of the more robust debt advisory platforms here in the U.S. With over 200 registered lenders on it. But there's obviously times, where we can't finance, clients. So we're very open up and upfront on that. We don't, finance 100% of the transactions that come in through our doors. So today we're going to kind of do a deep dive on, some of the reasons on why, why we can't, finance every client. So Joel, why don't you jump in to kind of address that question for the audience?
Okay, it's a good question. I think a lot of people think because we are helping bank clients that don't fit necessarily, or clients that don't fit their bank's lending profile, that means we do every single client. And as you pointed out, we have one of the most robust lending platforms in the marketplace right now. And we do have very creative people who are looking for ways to get a transaction done. But unfortunately, there are just deals that, for a number of reasons, we're just not able to. Probably there are a couple of really big ones. The first one I would say is just simply time and business. While we do have some lenders who will go with businesses that have been established and that are operating, that are 6 months old, if it's a pure startup without operating history, it's probably not going to be financeable at this point in time. It's a different category of finance. It needs a startup capital that comes from typically friends and family. And that sort of thing. It may be that the transaction, the client has some issues with taxes that just can't be resolved, until those taxes are resolved, they're not financeable. The third, maybe greatest criteria or thing is someone coming and they're looking for equity. Really, they think that that we can provide them with the equity they need, and they're looking at debt as equity, and we really can't help the client in that situation. They have to go to, again, people who provide that kind of thing. Then finally, the last category, just people who have such impaired credit, such a history that they're not currently financeable. And it could be, simply problems that they've run into as a result of downturns in the economy, competition, et cetera. And while we can't help them immediately, one of the things I think Rainstar can do is that we do like to let our clients know what they need to do to get to the next step. I think that's probably one of the best things we can do for clients that we can't finance. We lay out to them, here is what we can do to help you get step A to step B. Here's the information that you need, and this is what you should do. So we'll give you. We're not just going to say, no, we can't do the deal. We'll say, we can't do the deal, unfortunately, because of this, this, and this. This is what you need to do over the next 6 months, year, whatever it is, in order to get to a point where you are financeable.
Yeah, absolutely. What I was going to say is that, education, I think, is a very important thing. We definitely strive to do that. The deal's not, fit for any of our lenders on our platform. We typically will try to, point the client in the right direction, whether it be like a credit improvement plan to get the credit scores up. Maybe it's a property improvement plan to get, the property, cash flowing property, or maybe their business needs some sort of operational, improvement. There's a lot of different ways where, if you're not, ready at this point to get the financing that you need, where, you can put a plan in place that maybe, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months down the line, you're back to, where you need to be so that, we can, accomplish the goal for you. So some of the other types of deals, Joel, I know that, you see obviously, and, all of our directors see, down payments are a huge thing, right? Especially if they're looking to buy some equipment or some real estate. there's a lot of, quote unquote gurus out there who are preaching the no money down approach, right? And, especially in real estate, right? So, typically some of the other transactions that, that we see, there's a lack of down payment money, right, Joel?
Right, right. And it is important to for the client to understand that this is one of the ways that the lender is managing risk, and so definitely need to make sure you've got the capacity to do that.
Right. Yep. Absolutely. So I think the overall message is that while we do run a very robust debt advisory platform, we obviously are very honest with clients from the get-go, stating that we don't finance 100% of the transactions that come in through our door, but what we do focus on is providing that education and the necessary steps that are needed to be able to get that deal completed. So, Joel, with that, thank you so much for your time today, and we'll be in touch soon.
All right. Thank you, Kurt. You have a good day.
Yep. You as well.